Hi, my name is Kate, and this is my book review of T.L. Smith, Book 3 from Crimson Elite series, Conceited. This is the third book and it focuses on Falcon. There are four guys, so it's Creed, Echo, Falcon, and then Green. This is his book. It's a duet narration. It is for less than 4 hours. This is suspense, dark, second chance, and Grumpy and Sunshine. So the Grumpy is Ariel or Raven, and the Sunshine is Falcon. Just a brief background because there will be a lot of spoilers. So if you're not into spoiler, please move along. So Falcon is the womanizer who never go sleep with a woman twice. It's just one night. He has done it with more than 100 women. He is known to be the womanizer. He has never been in a relationship. He has a perfect family. He has a younger sister, Tracy, who works for Storm, the girlfriend of Echo on the second book, and has a best friend who is Ariel. Now let's talk about Ariel. Ariel has been in love with Falcon since she was on the 7th grade. And on her 17th birthday, she got drunk and finally had boobies and went to Falcon, but she thought that Falcon rejected her because she wanted to kiss him and have her V card. But the thing is, Falcon is older, so obviously Raven is a minor and drunk. So Falcon just took care of him. He and the four guys cleaned the house where they party in Ariel's place. No, Ariel. I'm gonna call her Raven because her name is Ariel, but Falcon calls her Raven because of her black hair. No, I'm just gonna call her Ariel. Her name, Ariel. And so after that, her relationship with Tracy became distant because she is trying to avoid Falcon. Falcon and Tracy are like besties for life. They are very super close. And so fast forward today, Falcon is supposed to meet a business as a client for the Crimson Elite Bar. However, Tracy was there, who is now a journalist from a famous newspaper, and Falcon did not know that it was a setup. It was Tom, the guy, and Tracy working together to expose Crimson Elite because it's a dark bar and hidden, private, secret. It's mafia, but in a form of women giving pleasure to men. And there are big names in there, big celebrities, big people. That's why it's very private and very secretive. However, Tracy, Ariel wants to expose it, and the thing is that Falcon and Tracy both didn't know that Tom knew that it was Falcon. So basically, what Tom does is asking Ariel for a date to give him her itsy bitsy detail until Falcon finally got jealous because he likes Ariel and he thought it was only because of sex, but he was actually in love with her since they were younger. But right now, Falcon doesn't know because he's a womanizer and doesn't sleep with a woman twice. And so there are many plot twists and character development until finally Falcon asked Ariel for a date and did the grand gesture, but Ariel is traumatized, self-destructive, very, very problematic and irritating just because of a simple misunderstanding. Even Falcon already explained to her that you were a minor and drunk and I will never take advantage of it. So she forgave Falcon, but she's still very hesitant toward him. And when Falcon did tell her something, she got mad, she left, and then eventually received an email from Tom even after his death and found out that it was Falcon and what Falcon does for a living. And along with his friends, he was confronted by Ariel, and then Tracy was confronted also by Ariel, and then Ariel left. And then Darby found out. Of course, Darby loved Crimson Elite. It's his baby. And it's not only Darby. The two other men, Echo and Creed, will also lost everything, even Falcon. But at this point, Falcon was so in love, so he doesn't care about the Crimson Elite. It was only Ariel. So what Darby did is he kidnapped Ariel and supposed to unalive her, but Falcon saved her. And then Falcon asked her, do not expose the Crimson Elite if she truly loved him or if there is something in between them. But she was stubborn, and then she left, and Falcon tried to contact her, but she was gone and all. And then after being kidnapped, she went back to the town, and Falcon resigned to the Crimson Elite. He stayed on his place alone. And then Tracy, who was working for Storm, invited her to go back to the city and work for Storm instead. No longer as a newspaper journalist, but a fashion writer. She accepted it. And then during Tracy's party, she saw Falcon again, and Falcon was so depressed. He doesn't look himself anymore. He looks like a homeless man. And Ariel found out that it was Falcon who was even hurt than her, who was more devastated than her, who was more affected than her. Despite Falcon not being like the one who was kidnapped and was threatened with his life, it was Falcon who feels like he lost everything because he lost Ariel. So Ariel tried to talk to him, but Falcon said, leave. And then Falcon showed what he truly does for a living, introduced the Crimson, and then Darby apologized to Ariel, and yada yada. And though Ariel and Falcon left the Crimson Elite, and they got separated again because Falcon was extremely devastated and brokenhearted. And so after that, Chad, the housemate and bestie now of Ariel, talked to her, tried to ask her and come to her senses. She did the grand gesture to get back Falcon, and they end up happily together. Book review. I think that of all the books from Crimson Elite, this is the third book, and this is my least favorite. Matter of fact, I have this as 3.5 on the story, just because I am not a fan of Ariel being annoying and problematic. Like, compared to the other female lead, she doesn't even have the right to be that problematic, because she knew that she was minor and drunk, and she was just so focused on having her V card given to Falcon, in which Falcon already explained, but Falcon was doing this grand gesture for her, and she's still self-sabotaging. My like, on the other hand, is Falcon. His character development is amazing. From being a womanizer who doesn't sleep with a woman twice, he developed to a one woman only. He was very loyal to Ariel. He even quit his dearly beloved Crimson Elite for him. I also like how Darby protected the club and everyone around it, the employee, his friends. Amazing. I also like how Creed was being there for Falcon and even Alicia. I also like the spark and chemistry between her and him, despite her being problematic. Whatever. And then the spice of this, I believe, is only 3. Yeah, it wasn't that spicy. Do I recommend this book? No, you can skip it. There are 4 books, and I've read them all. And honestly, the book 3, which I was waiting so hard because I have this thing about Falcon, but yeah, Ariel is such a turn off. Not my cup of tea. You can read book 1, book 2, and book 4, but this, I do not recommend it. Ariel could have been better, but yeah. So the story is 3.5, the spice is 3, but Falcon's character development was probably one of the best. Imagine from being one night only to one woman only. That's amazing. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this book too. For Falcon only, okay? For Falcon. Ignore Ariel, because that's what I did. I speed up every time Ariel speak. But I hope... Anyway, I'm gonna end this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and bye-bye. See you until the next video.